Basically, we will, if you know Laura, we leave Tampines at 5 o'clock. 4 o'clock, the telephone will ring. Good morning, good morning. Okay?
Yeah, I got one alarm.
Okay. Yeah, your alarm is every day also like that one. He pray very loud one.
Yeah.
Well, he's next door.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened is going to be like this. Yeah, 10 o'clock. By the time we reach Mersing, the town itself is about 10. Yeah. So brother Patrick is a Chinese man.
Chinese man.
He will do the, you know him, he will connect with a bakery owner, Mr. Pork, and he's going to start teaching the Gospel of John to this man. This man is not a believer, but we want to believe that by giving him Bible, he can come to know God. Yeah. And then brother Sam, at the same time, will also be in that shop. By 11 o'clock, there is a man called Ramesh Kumar. He will come to have coffee with Brother Sam. Brother Sam just have coffee, befriend him. But in this coffee time, Brother Sam will tell Kumar, in the evening, 8 o'clock, all of us from Singapore going to visit his home to pray for his family and his daughter. He's a man with Hindu background but open to Jesus. Actually, he's really desperate for Jesus to heal his daughter who's something like paralyzed, no muscles on his limb. And we are believing God to do a miracle. So what is going to happen is Sister Jasper also got one lady, she's Indian but English teacher, so her English is very fluent. Her name is Jaya, Madam Jaya. So we are all girls, we all go with Jasper. We go and have some time with Jaya before she go to work in a petrol station. And let's believe, and I believe that Sister Jasper with time, use the gospel, all this will also win this soul. Yeah. So basically, will be like that. Then usually about 12 o'clock or like this, we will have lunch together. And I think we will want to keep that, that as a team we have lunch at 12. So we'll reconnect all the whole team. Okay. Then we are allowed to collect our key for the house we rent this time very early. What time?
12 noon.
This Tolo is so sweet. He let us collect. And Tolo, this man, he's the one that managed this kind of house tourists can rent. And his daughter has started to become a Christian, and she discipled her for a long time already. And he's willing, though the daughter have tuition and all these things, he's willing to adjust everything so that the daughter can receive the tuition. Yeah. So I think this is really God. Yeah. Okay. So that's the scenario you're going to see. Okay. So then once we have the house, we will prepare to do our fun factory. So Jasper is the one that oversee the area called Fun Factory. And later on, the whole time, majority of the time of this meeting, she has to be the one to facilitate. She'll give us guidance, what is your duty, what's your role. Yeah. Okay, Fun Factory, 2:30 p.m. Yeah. While the Fun Factory program begins to run, Patrick will be doing talk with the mama of this. It could be Papa also. It could be they could bring the children to Fun Factory. So Patrick, his life is related to health, teaching people how to live healthily. And so this 13 October, he will be talking on detox.
Yeah.
That's his topic. And I promise my team, I will do the voice recording because I think they're also interested, but they cannot sit in. Yeah. So concurrently, while the Fun Factory is running, Brother Patrick, we'll be doing detox. I think because of you coming and she coming, we have a bigger team for Fun Factory. Maybe Jasper will allow me to go to the top, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then Fun Factory will end about 6 o'clock. Then we kind of pack up, and then we will go dinner. After that, we go to Ramesh Kumar house. So that.
Going Ramesh Kumar restaurant.
Sorry.
I thought we're going Ramesh Kumar restaurant.
What she said? I cannot hear.
Restaurant. No. It's not Ramesh Kumar restaurant. Sounded like.
Then we'll go to his house, and then actually, I want to lead the whole family to Jesus to say sinner's prayer. Actually, he's very desperate for Jesus. He said, Jesus give me this child. I'm responsible for her. He said this 3 times to war in broken English. So we are going to bring him to know Jesus. At the same time, I will run a 20 to 30 minutes the Gospel of John, lesson 1. Yeah. So you all pray. Yeah.
So sorry, Sister Gloria.
Yeah.
We will do worship song and
No
all
need,
that.
no need, please. We are not going to do like this. We do CG, but we are not going to do the traditional way. Yeah. You know, it's connect. It's called connect group. Connect group, you cannot do connect group, you cannot be churchy. You cannot be churchy. That's how the revival, when the revival broke up, the Alpha system, the BFS, all these, you cannot be churchy and religious. Yeah. So it's not traditional cell group. Okay,
Because
so
I
don't
thought
worry
Patrick
about
was there, he plays guitar, you see,
Yeah.
and the girl actually so liked the song, the time we play
So
and sing.
yeah, so I asked him to bring the guitar, but only one song. Yeah, but for this reason, I think we should adapt it, but one song just because of the
Yeah, because
song.
that day we sing, she's like,
Yeah.
she cannot
Quite
speak,
good.
but she
Very good, very good.
she
Yeah.
keep looking at you.
So one song, okay? Yeah, but remind me. Okay.
Does she no sign? If she doesn't talk, does she no sign?
I
She
do not
show
know.
her facial
We know
expression.
very little about her. Yeah.
Facial
Since 1 year old, she became like this.
Yeah.
Now she's 17. November 18 is her birthday. She'll be 18 years old. I asked God, how about that? Let me see. Yeah, but how about everything should become mobile? Yeah. So I finished already. Yeah. I recorded. If these boys don't turn up, I have this.
Boys, only one boy.
Patrick also. Okay. How you feel you can take over?
Yeah.
Now the time is for her. You all please focus, okay? Focus on Jasper's talk, okay?
Okay. Alright.
So, wait, I have sent Kay the sheets. So, Kay may want to open up her sheets to share with Mommy. I sent already. I sent to her.
Now we send to Laura.
Okay.
Now.
So, you just, or you want to use mine? But it's very small.
Laura now is inside your mobile.
Okay. You find inside.
So, you just flip lah, huh? Okay. So, you all also look lah, huh? Everybody look, huh?
I haven't.
Never mind, you open.
我在这里嘛，在做 recording. I share with her. You tell me.
Okay. So, let's look at the material list. This season, this event, we are doing this ink innovation pad.
Look at this. Everybody look at this.
Okay. This one. So I already bought this at $22.50 for 40 pieces of this. So it's very, very, very cheap. It's an offer price from online. Thank God it meet our budgets. So one pack for each child, right? And then material wise, I go through the list. The scavenger hunt we're going to do later. You will see who is in charge. So basically, hunt what? We're going to hunt pencils, pens, scissors, paper cups, spoons, socks, whatever. You know that y'all will put into that area for the children to hunt. So Laura or Laurel, your name? Laurel, okay. Laurel, Kay, and Sharon, you will be in charge of this topic. Okay, so you have to source and prepare and make 4 sets. Why 4 sets? Because there will be a theme. TEAM, 4 teams. So 4 teams will not source or rather hunt for the same item. There will be repeated items, but not all are the same. You know what I mean? So let's say, for example, the list, I would say per list, per team list, must have at least 5 items. Okay? So these 5 items must be something different from each team, but it can be repeated. Get it? Any questions so far?
Do I understand?
Understand?
That means you will be very busy. You arrive, she ever tasted this by herself, sticking things.
Yeah.
Now it's you're hiding. Each one we are hiding 5 items.
Yes. North, east, south, west.
You know
but
the job is going to be more than the last time you were sticking.
yeah, because you were alone, but now you have more people. All right. And so someone will have to make that list out also. So the captain will hold the list. It's leaking, the aircon, dripping water on my back. So the captain will hold the list, and the captain will say, will tick, I will have this, that. So the earliest finish the list one will have to submit to either the 3 of you. So that team will be the winning team.
So at what time we prepare that list?
You can prepare anytime.
Anytime means when?
Before 2:30. Before 2:30. By the way, make the list simple in a sense that things you can find from the cupboard. We have fork, we have spoons. I put socks because socks is maybe people wear socks. You can take their socks and play also. Yeah, and leaves. You know, like trees has leaves. You can go and pick up the leaves and stones and all that. Yeah. So refreshment muffins is already ordered. We ordered 40 muffins. Half is banana, half is walnut. So Sam will pick up the muffins. So we have to purchase the Ribena syrup and the ice as well. Okay, so now we talk about.
We have 1 bottle of Ribena left over.
No.
Not open yet.
No, don't have.
Yes.
Oh, you bought lah.
I saw it.
The last one, it's not Ribena, it's black
Currant.
Black currant. So bottle finish already.
Finished. I'm the one who made it. Okay, it's finished. Yeah. So anyway, Patrick will set up the drinks as per this list, and the one who in charge of the scavenger hunt will set the boundaries of the hunt area. You need to set. So we have tapes in the cupboard. So you all have to decide where the ends of this, so the children won't run wild. Yeah.
Do you understand? You think you know how to do this boundary?
Tape lah on the floor lah. Just tape the floor.
And who decide where is the boundary?
You all 3 discuss and
You have to
decide.
discuss.
Yeah.
A lot of time will come.
Okay, so Laura, Kay, Sharon, and Sam also can help to set up all the
Have to.
items. Yeah,
I
for
told
the
Brother
scavenger
Sam already,
hunt.
he has to help.
Okay,
set
so
up.
Sharon, you are the IC for this game. Alright, because you know where are the things stored. Yeah, so you can, if you don't know, ask her. Okay.
Very good.
Okay, so far these are the things for the first game to play. Alright, then I will set up the registration counter and
I'm your assistant.
okay, why me? Because I have a list of names
Have to
and phone
verify.
number needs to clarify.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were wrong.
Yes.
Because I have already entered the 22nd of September
And
into
your
the
phone number.
data. So I also call them.
Yeah.
So I have experienced some numbers are actually Malay family. They are not the correct number. Okay, so I need to clarify with the children and the parents there and there.
Correct.
Alright, so I will also be in the registration counter. So I'm the IC for registration this
I'm
time.
your assistant.
Yeah.
Chun Chun will not be there.
Okay, so Chun Chun will not be there, then you will have to help me
Yeah.
to make sure everyone has a sticker before they enter.
Yes.
Alright,
Yes.
so new names, new forms, they're standard lah, everyone knows.
Yeah.
So okay, we go to 4:10 p.m. Welcome the kids back. I will do the welcoming and I will remind them about what we learned on week 1, week 2, week 3. And then Sharon, I will hand over the mic to Sharon to do the scavenger hunt. And then you all will assist her. Okay? There's two groups of people there. That English is the main languages, but there are some students don't understand English, so may use a little bit of Chinese, and some Indian children don't understand English also.
No.
You all have to speak Tamil.
They all speak English.
No, not so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so good. She knows, huh?
Yeah.
Right. So you just explain a little bit, not over use, Okay?
But in doing this, you say cannot have second.
No
second.
meeting, no second meeting.
This is very important.
Yeah. No second meeting meaning when the compare or rather the person in charge is talking, we don't want to tell the children like that. Then the children will listen to you, not listen to the Only when they have questions, they put up the hand, then you explain to them. Yeah. So we discipline this way lah. So you all have to form your own groups, Sharon. So you have to have 8 person per team, depends on the number of people come, right? So you can divide to 4 or 5 teams, it's up to you. Yeah. So each group has to complete the task. What's the purpose of this game? The scavenger hunt, the purpose is to complete the task. So even though the first group made it, then the rest still hunting, we will not end the game until every group found all the listing. That's the purpose of this game, and it tied in with today's story on the 13th October story as well, where Sam is going to talk about the story. Okay, so the objective is to complete the task, find all objects and submit. Okay, submit means you submit to the authority. Okay, so the emphasis is important to complete the task is written down there. Being an obedient student needs to take responsibility to finish a given assignment. In this way, the teacher will entrust you to do more important roles and responsibility. Okay, now we go on to the next thing. Sharon will pass the mic to Sam. Okay, so Sam will repeat the story about Noah's Ark, where we already had previously. But this time the emphasis is about Noah actually completed the task. And that's why his family is blessed, that all are safe. And then the earth becomes alive again, right? So if he doesn't complete the task, what will happen? Right, that's the questions that Sam will need to read this. Please tell him. He must read what's the purpose, what questions to ask. Okay, so he's not here, but Sam, you must read all the details and all the questions. It's all related. Week 1, week 2, week 3. Okay, so now the end of the story already. We will have the fun activities. So Kay, you are in charge of these fun activities, which is the innovative paint, right? So this one originally is supposed to be the sun catcher, but we don't have that budget to buy sun catcher, so this is cheaper. So I give this to you. You have to go and make one nice one, and then show them the end product. Then you inspire them to do it. So teachers will all start to give out this one student one. Okay, so now you go home
So
and
she
try.
must complete
Yeah.
doing one before we leave Singapore.
Yes.
Tekong.
Yeah. You must do one,
You
not
must
do there.
do one set
in
all ready
Singapore.
before we leave Singapore.
Yeah. So this is the pattern of this. Yeah, so you can follow the same or you can be innovative. This is only a guideline. Yeah, okay. So Kay will be in charge of this, and then when they finish, and then they can bring this home. So then the stick means the microphone will pass on to Sam and Patrick to give out the refreshments and the drinks. Okay, then other teachers will help lah. Okay, we are not giving out children double serving until they finish. Yeah, because some they want to have more, but you have to tell them please finish first, then I will give them more if we have extra. But I order 40 lah, 40. Yeah, no worries, God will provide. I always believe. Yeah, so then we will give out the points and the announcement for the next Fun Factory. Okay, so there are some rules apply here. For the newcomer, that is Laurel and Kay remind you that children under the age of 6, we don't give points rewards, and they can join in, but they must have a siblings that is old enough to look after them, because this is not a nursery. We don't look after children that are so small. Yeah, it's a risk, number one. Number two, it's also very distracting. Yeah, to the whole program, right? Unless the parents is there lah. Okay, then we will allow. So connect with the parents as much as possible by retaining them to come on the next event. And we also want to mention about Christmas outreach if have a chance. Okay, so when children ask for second serving, I already mentioned, and then we want to work for excellency lah, to serve in a big smile. And try not to use handphone when you do the services, because we want to be professional, and serve with the heart of love, right? So that one is at Patrick lah. Please have parents to identify their kids when they are there, because the last trip, who are the parents from the kids we don't know. So I will give Patrick the list of this. So Patrick will mark on the highlighter like this parents. These children parents come, then we know that this child parents actually come, because now we don't know which parents come, then this parents belongs to which child, we don't know. So I feel that we need to have that connection. Yeah, so any questions?
Sure.
Clear?
No question is very dangerous. Yeah.
I wouldn't do until I hands-on. That's not wrong.
Yeah, sure. Can anything you're not sure, you can ask Sam.
The last time I heard Sam say it's very hard to gather the children and for them to quieten down.
Yeah, that's why we need teachers all around. No handphone during that time. Our eyes will be on the crowd of the children. Children start to play, we will go there and say, we will point them back to the teacher like
Because
that.
previously when I was in Sunday school, right, in my previous church,
Right.
they have two options. They either put their hand up like that to make them stop. If they don't, all have to look at the hand and stop.
Who put the hands up?
The teacher.
We have a few commands. A command is one silence clap. Then they put their hand here. One silence clap.
Either that
Or
or
eyes
whistle.
on me.
Or otherwise it's a whistle.
Yeah.
Once you blow the whistle.
So we are using the eyes on me or
Yeah.
the clap that one.
Yeah.
They have been
Eyes
with
on
us
me,
2
yeah.
weeks already.
Yeah. So the IC will have to say eyes on me, means eyes on me. Okay. And then of course we try not to be like rude lah to the kids. We want to be firm, but we don't want to be like, hey, it becomes like, it's authoritative, but it's wrong lah. It's rude. You can be authoritative, but not rude lah. Because children can feel one. They sure know what is your intention. Okay. All right. So what else? Laura wish.
So she kind of already tell us our role, and then remember, once you arrive, you have to do that hiding of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The list.
Yeah, and
doing the
then
list.
she's
You do the
Yeah.
list.
She's
So-
asking who is doing the list.
Yeah. So
She's asking who is doing the list.
yeah, good questions. So if the list is going to be typed out, then it has to be completed in Singapore. Then clean up and then we just go there and cut. That's all. Because there's no printer in Malaysia.
What is the meaning of the list now? You
Each
say it's
team-
leaves and what? Leaves and
there will
stone
be a
and all
list.
this.
The teacher will say, okay, each team leader come and take the list.
Yes. How to do in Singapore
Yes.
when you haven't decide what item?
You can, you still can decide now.
How to decide now?
Like you can decide, let's say you want to have 5 items, you can decide we have plastic fork, we have plastic spoon already threw down. We have leaves from the tree, we can
We have
use
stones.
and then we can have
Pebbles. Now he put a lot of pebbles outside.
so we can have pebbles, and then one more to go. That's all. No, actually we have another 4 more to go.
Rubber band.
Rubber band. You can suggest rubber band, and then clips, paper clips.
That
Paper
is why this list cannot be done here because the things are there. We forget what are the items. All right. So I will try to answer this. She will correct me. Okay. Three groups. All right. You are supposed to come with one list. She's supposed to come, but your item can be repeated item between 3 of you, but cannot be totally similar. Is that what I
suggest
understand?
one item different, like
One,
easier
for
to
example,
solve.
one item different
the
already
rest
is
the
good
same.
enough.
Yeah.
All right. So what I suggest when we arrive, we know all the items. Okay. So so writing of the list is simple. 9 items is almost the same, and then one item different for each one. Yeah. So do you feel comfortable to come up with the 3 list?
Yeah, because she's the
think
IC, you see.
she's
Yeah.
very logistic person.
Yeah.
I can trust her to do that.
Also, she knows where are the things kept. What
So
we have.
Sharon will write the list. Yeah, and then one like she said, 9 items, just one item different. So it's a very
Yeah.
good idea.
Correct.
Next question.
When is sleeping time?
Good question. I like that.
Because we're so busy, I don't know when is
Okay,
sleeping time.
we have this visit for Ramesh. So we anticipate we will end about 9:45. So I would say we all will rush to the toilet. We have a problem about the toilet. Now we have 2 toilets, is it?
Two
So
showers.
not too bad for shower. Yeah, so I would say 10-ish. Yeah, we will end. Yeah,
The
we'll
battery will run out
Yeah, sure.
around that time.
I totally with you. Okay. I'm not a 5 a.m. person.
Any question?
This skeleton farm, because we have only 15 minutes watch time. So the time is up and the children cannot complete their list. Then come back.
So you all have to make it not so difficult to find lor.
So can I say that if they cannot finish their list, we still continue?
Yes.
Until what time is cut off time?
I think the most lah. So far we have played this before.
Yes.
30 minutes never hit.
Sorry?
30 minutes, you never hit 30 minutes.
That 30
30.
minutes is extended time or not extended time?
Extended, but it didn't happen.
It
She
didn't
asked
happen.
what is the maximum.
Yeah.
You asked what's the maximum.
Yeah.
I would say 30 minutes, but it will not
Never
be 30
hit.
minutes.
Okay, got it?
So we will not pass the room. We will do it
It's
Yeah,
up
be
to
clear.
you. Up to your
No room, no room, no room. How can?
I don't
no
think
room.
we should
No
because
room.
our personal things
No
are
room,
there.
no room.
Yeah.
The kitchen area, just that area.
And
only.
because we are all in the kitchen and
But if it doesn't rain, you can keep it outdoors.
Sorry?
If it doesn't rain, you can keep it outdoors.
No, we are not going to do it outdoor this time. We are not doing outdoor. Got road the. No, we are not doing outdoor.
So we do
Our kitchen is very big.
where to cordon the area. I mean, they're supposed to do it.
I think she has a better idea, but our style of working is though she is the one like the one she appoint to head this, everyone can give input, but
Yeah.
the final say will come from her. So when we are there, you please use your brain also. That you can tell me, how about boundary here there, and
few of us can discuss.
discuss. Okay.
You all want to decide, but decide it fast.
Yeah.
Because 2:30, you imagine because we have to go to what's that lady Jaya's house at about 11. We are not sure we can rush back by 12 to check in, you know. So, and plus we have lunch. So the timing, I would say the earliest we could go maybe 2 o'clock. Yeah, so everything has to be chop, decide, align, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no need to think so hard.
Then you have to finish it within 20 minutes.
Yeah,
In 20
correct.
minutes, I will wrap it up.
chop, yeah, wrap up. Okay, that's a few good questions.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah.
So when we must also allocate some time to buy Ribena, or maybe we can assign Sam just alone to buy the
Yeah,
Ribena.
because he got 1 hour.
Yeah, also he's the one who picked up the bun. Sorry, the muffin.
No, 10 o'clock to 11, he's doing nothing. He's just in the
ask him to
bakery.
go and do that.
Yeah. Okay, any more question? No, not until you are on the job lah, huh? Because your first
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
The green one.
So wear
Okay.
red t-shirt.
Red.
Yeah.
You have the green, it's okay. You can continue the green because the green got print there, big word fun for three. Huh?
You remember where you get the shirt, right?
Yeah, remember?
Okay. This situation that is brand new, just arrived. Jasper bought a house, so she will begin to live in a place called Teluk Kurau. But she's willing to travel here even for a big meeting like this. But Wednesday, it's my job and I need the income. So Wednesday, I cannot hold meeting. Yeah, and but she doesn't mind if it's Wednesday. She travel from Teluk Kurau to here. We're talking about November. We're talking about
December.
Oh, so nice of her. She's talking about December
Onwards.
Maybe, but if by December that Wednesday, my student doesn't need to meet me on Wednesday, this won't be an issue. But if on December continuously, this student still only can study with me on Wednesday, it will become an issue because either she cannot be here or I cannot be here. But that cannot happen. Yeah. So if that thing really happen, we will do video meeting. Okay, so I have decided this. We are going to try it out. Okay, I'm saying this, so listen to me, everybody. Patrick and
Sam.
brother Sam. We are this mersing team. Every time after the return from mersing, the same week we will meet on a Thursday. We always do that, so that if we need to buy things for the next trip or we have any hiccup, we have time. So October 13 we are going, right? Then we will come back. That same Thursday, let's try by using video to hold our team discussion meeting. One trial. Understand everybody?
At home, we just use WhatsApp video. Yeah.
That means at home we use WhatsApp video. So 13, 16, 17.
Yeah.
So we are talking about 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we are talking about 18 October. We are going to try out team discussion meeting using WhatsApp video. Timing 7:30. You can be in your house, you can be in your where, I don't know, but please meet up. We are going to give that try. All the ladies here say yes. We give a try.
Good.
Okay? The next very important big thing that we are doing is actually the 22nd December Christmas outreach. Yeah.
But sorry, before that, we'll talk about the November Fun Factory date, remember?
And sorry, before this, I must talk about November. Our scheduled date, our team know. Is it 7th of November?
No, 11th of, 10th of November.
Our scheduled
Original.
date is 10th of November. I know Patrick November cannot be involved because of his daughter. So the rest of us, we know, is
10th of November.
10 November. We have to cancel it and shift it. 17th of November. Is it okay with you, Sharon?
Yes.
Jasper?
Fine.
Yeah. L'Oreal and K not sure yet. They will check the calendar.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
17.
okay. I'm okay. So, Brother Sam, L'Oreal and K just need to text. In fact, 13 October when we are in the
should know.
debrief, please, some of you remind me, just verify with L'Oreal and K, 17 November can or not. If not, the people like Jasper, Sharon and me, 17 November we say yes, we can go.
Yeah, but we really need your help because
It's Fun Factory.
it's Fun Factory plus it is a cookery outreach. It's,
Curry.
Yeah, doing food. Yeah, a lot of preparation. Because this is simple, you know. This one you just zoom, and then they open and then they play with it, you know. But that one we have to prepare. We have to roll. It's a pinwheel sandwiches. So they have to cut. We will pre-cut the bread. for
Actually,
them.
every Fun Factory, we really need helper. We tried once. She was the only helper, but it was almost incredible. We
Yeah,
pulled through.
it's very
Yeah.
taxing.
So I hope all of you, when we have Fun Factory, you'll come. So that means the week that there's no Fun Factory, if you cannot make it, not so serious.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. 17 November. Okay? Yeah.
So, Sister Gloria, in this sense, how the prenup,
Print out of what? So,
you know what I mean?
yeah. So tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow before noon, can you text me whether you can go 17 because I have to print a new flyer to
Yeah.
distribute on 13. Is it fine? Okay. Tomorrow before noon, I will text you. Just tell me yes or no. You have no problem 17. Okay. How are you going to know whether you can?
It's a Saturday.
What is
We're
that?
gonna do this. We're gonna do this. It's very fun.
November is the exam?
End November.
Yeah, so November is the month of preparing for exam. I
And
got
now
it.
you can do it.
I got it. I got the picture. Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow
Mommy
I ask
come lah.
you.
Mommy come lah.
We are very.
Cannot lah, Mommy must
We
luck
tried
with it.
once already. We only one assistant. We pulled through,
And
but I
plus,
tell you.
Patrick is not there.
Oh,
Because Patrick was
that
there.
time Patrick
Yes.
was there.
We
And this
had
time
Patrick.
he helped us with water and oil. Yeah.
Oh, Patrick not there.
Yes. So I finished.
Yeah.
So I move on to the 22nd December.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk a lot
Yeah.
because we'll be keep talking about it until the day.
Yeah.
It's the Christmas outreach.
Right.
And we expect plenty of Tamil, Indian speaking coming. We are going to rent a community center. You know? So we really need both of you because you are a Tamil family, Indian family.
I'm not Tamil speaking.
Yeah, my emphasis is English because we don't have this ability to say use Tamil in the, we cannot. Yeah, we know what we have. Okay, so I have one question. For 22nd December, what happened to the publicity?
Okay, the publicity is actually the Sam. I actually told you to send it out to open up to them, let them choose whether it's a green text or a white text. But I still didn't see your sending. But anyway, I'm going to show it to them. Okay, so that to give
Just probably send to the main
Okay,
main
okay.
chat.
I send. He already done the work. But except some information is missing, like the location.
Sure.
Yeah, because
Never.
we leave it blank.
Yes.
So we said we leave it blank.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna send forward. Let's see. I think he's too busy. Forward. Okay, it's forwarded already.
Thank you. It's forwarded already, Tim.
Yeah, so you have a look.
L'Oreal doesn't have it because I haven't included both of you in our main chat. Our core people must know that. So I have another question, or rather, I have to ask about this. Jezebel,
Yeah.
is it possible you are the one that connect with Tolo like us? How much will it cost for printing this banner and all this sort of thing? Can I ask you to assist in
I
this?
will also get quotes from Ruth also to compare.
I don't want Ruth. We'll do it in Malaysia.
But don't
Yeah,
know like whether
yeah.
their artwork department is that smart.
Never mind. Try Tolo only. We go Malaysia. Okay, thank you, Jasper. Yeah.
Some hospital are sent to it.
Okay, so I sent already. You all have a look.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. So there's
Two types.
two types to
Yeah,
choose.
send me.
One is the one with the white text. So the banner it moves like that lah. Because banner is like this ma. So this strip remember we must go and measure the pole to pole. Then we know the measurement for this. Attention for what's his name? Patrick and Sam. You both have to go and measure pole to pole on two poles, which are the measurement, and then we have to take the average out to do we have to conclude the measurement for the banner. Alright? So white or green is better. You all like white? Okay. White. I also. Okay, then white lah. Majority.
Okay, majority, that means the women will decide on white. I also like this one.
If you look at the green, you just see green. You don't see the letters.
Yeah.
I like this one the moment like
Because white Christmas is like
Okay, the meeting is over. I will ask L'Oreal to lead the closing prayer.
right.
Not arrow. Dear Father God, we thank you for this short meeting that we had together, the fellowship that we had together. And we thank you, Lord, that your hand is in everything that we do in preparation for our trip this Saturday and for the future days. We leave it into your hands, Lord, to guide us, to lead us, and to make ourselves available.
Thank you, Lord.
To reach out to these people who are seeking you earnestly and their hearts are ready to receive you, Lord. So we just pray, Lord, that we have good rest for now and good rest for the upcoming trip, that we can be ready and able to reach out to all these people who are coming to hear all about you through us. All this we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Any more?
Saturday, the pickup arrangement will be.
Yeah. This Saturday, what time? You are the driver, is
I know, I will go to the driver house. So.
You will let him drive.
Yeah lah, but
you are the one drive from your house, then you go to brother say, what time you going to start from your house?
5 o'clock lor.
5 o'clock, huh?
Earlier I cannot.
Yeah. So I will put a text there, brother.